Welcome back. Oh,
Now you're unmuted.
now I'm unmuted. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Retroverse. This is the vaccine game where we're in the midst of a basketball battle. Pre-game announcements. That lovely violin instrumental that you're hearing is courtesy of Sirenscape. They're super cool. They have a new online beta player that I absolutely love because it gives me greater control of the thing. And I believe it's like between 15 and 20 bucks every 2 months to get their full fantasy, sci-fi, and board game sound sets, and they have them for most of the games going that Wizco has going right now. Goes to Salt Marsh, Avernus, others, Curse of Strahd. Yeah, check them out. They're cool. They're great. And they also have like mutants and masterminds and superheroes and stuff, some of which you'll see here. I believe this one is actually from Starfinder. Yeah, so does somebody want to do the recap? Other prior thing, Jesse's going to be here eventually. When he pops in, Scotty will just have to move the windows around, but he'll be here.
How do I open this?
It should, the second link I sent Aya should have like a how-to.
Okay.
For those curious, it's the Sirenscape online player that is free. So if somebody does have Sirenscape, aka if you're a DM, like Kat here, you can share it with everybody, and it's not like everybody needs to spend that monthly bill so they can listen to their own music.
It also makes it a little easier than sharing sound over Zoom, which we ran into issues with. But yeah. So, does somebody want to do the recap, or do you guys want me to?
Lyra has fallen for the game. And by that I mean she fell from the ceiling due to a reverse gravity spell on the ground and had 0 hit points.
Yeah, she fell to the ceiling first.
Yeah, it zooms in on her unconscious face, and there's like a little monologue, and she's just like, you're probably wondering how I got into this position. And then it like flashes back to us preparing for a possible Psyblight attack at the sports ball game for Barkley's team, the Jolly Rogers. It turned out that a few of the players on the other side were actually infected with the Psyblight infection. The Psyblights are pretty much like Borgs from Star Trek, right? Which pretty much assimilate humans and other organics into these synthetic android evil beings. There was a fight. Most of the crowd was evacuating. I believe we got a bunch of the extra help from other people, including Koyo and the police and such, as they protected the main populace as we tried to subdue the threat. And the threat was pretty strong. And then that's when it goes to like Lyra and I think Barkley. Were they the only two that failed? I think they're the only two that failed.
Yeah.
When flying up due to reverse gravity. And I think Barkley is still up on the rafters voluntarily. He was like throwing his hollow basketball down. Daiyo is up above the scoreboard thing. The big cube thing
Like
that's always at the
box.
yeah. Shooting and sniping. I think a few people were debating on chasing the Psyblights as we were about to end the session, and that's where we were at. Right?
Yeah, so you guys are, most of you are on the court. Bark is on the ceiling. Lyra is unconscious in the center of the field. Koyo and Crypto are actually, like, in the stands. A couple of, like, I think 10 feet away or so from where Bark's team would have been sitting on the benches.
No, we jumped.
Oh, you're on the field now, that's right.
Yeah.
Daiyo is up above one of the press boxes, far out of reach of fucking everything, because of course she is. And Simon is also amidst the crowd, but I will say that for the time being, he would be standing over Lyra protectively. And I want everybody, just for the sake of making sure, because we do have somebody that's making death saves, everybody go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Forgot to get my dice out. Like
Oh, yeah.
Fool.
I have the custom Retroverse feat, Extreme Speed, which gives me advantage. Wow, that helped a lot. I mean, it helped, so.
There we go.
I feel like 16 is like the fastest crypto's ever gone.
Close.
He's not a fast boy.
Barkley went from a 6 to an 8 because of advantage, so 8.
Oh yeah, helped a lot.
I mean,
It's better than 6.
it's better. It is better. Daiyo got a nat 20. Good God. So what is that, a 24? 25?
Will be 25. No. Yeah, it has to be 25 because I have +5 dex. So
Yeah, that would do it. What is this thing's initiative? And Lyra should also roll just so that we know when you're doing your death saves.
I did. Am I muted? No. Okay. 20. I got a 20.
Nice.
Which is the highest I think I've ever gotten for initiative. With Lyra, at least.
When does Koyo go?
I got 19.
Nice.
That's just
All
like
right.
crypto. Got a fairly high number, but still one of the last ones.
Well, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. So, Daiyo, you see these things run off into the crowd and sort of vanish into the crowd. What do you want to do?
I want. How far from Lyra am I?
You're-
Oh, I threw away my map.
You're elevated and she's on the court, right?
Yeah. Let's see if I still have that map in here somewhere.
I think
in
you
the
said
Discord.
I think you said the roof was whatever reverse gravity's range was to keep it consistent.
Yeah, so you are you're probably about, because Lyra was in about the middle of the court, I want to say, so you're probably 50 feet away from her or so.
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
share the map again in the Discord. Yeah, so you're 50 feet away from her.
Okay, so I will blow Lyra a kiss. A very like onomatopoeic mwah kiss and cast healing word.
Oh, okay.
Word.
The word is mwah.
Okay, so it's 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. Oh, it's wisdom. 4 HP.
Yay.
You roll 1.
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Lyra, you are no longer making death saves. And also, it's your turn. You're prone on the ground. You're at 4 hit points.
Mhm.
What do you want to do? You see Simon standing next to you, and what's your passive perception? Yeah,
12.
you know that, yeah, you're not sure where those things went to, because you were unconscious by the time they took off running.
Did we do it?
Not quite.
Okay. I guess I would cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, because like, what else am I gonna do? So I have to bring up Cure Wounds. Because I should have done this before.
Cure Wounds is a D8 per spell level plus your wisdom. No, not wisdom. Whatever your spellcasting is.
modifier.
Yep.
So your
Okay.
dex.
A 1! Yay!
Yay!
So, spell casting modifier is that's the what, spell attack bonus, right? Or no?
No, it's just whatever your dex, whatever your
My dex is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 4. So 8. Yay! Yay! 8 hit points.
I mean, yeah, if you cast at the lowest level, you can
Yeah.
for every spell higher, it's 1 extra d8.
I know. I don't want to waste my higher spells right now.
Okay. So that's your action. You do anything else with your bonus action or movement?
I get up. I stand up. And that's all I do.
Okay. Let's see. Koyo, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was distracted. I still can't get the thing to work, but that's fine. What's going on? I'm sorry.
Lyra was healed by Daiyo and then cast a spell to heal herself a little bit more.
Okay.
You saw those brain things take off into the crowd on the other side of the field. They are at least 60 feet away from, I believe both you and Crypto were in melee with them, right?
Yeah.
They're at least 60 feet away from you because they moved both of them just use their full dash. But you know that the brain is a little faster than the orc.
Okay. Let's see if I have anything good. Okay. I'm gonna like run up 30 feet and do my do a bubble vision spell, and they need to make intelligence saving throws.
You cannot see them at the moment. They've sort of disappeared into the crowd. There's a Yeah, they've gone into the crowd. You can make a perception check to try and see if you can see them, or you can just hit everybody in the crowd if it's a like non-harmful spell, or you're willing to hit the crowd. I don't know what bubble vision does.
It just makes you makes it harder to hit for them.
You target a specific creature, so as long as you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot see it in the crowd right now. It is actually.
A perception check.
What's your Actually, okay. So
My passive is 15.
I did. Your passive is 15. I have 11 written down.
It's sorry. Yeah, it's 11. Sorry.
Okay.
There's just insight and then yeah.
Yeah. So, I did say they use their full action to like run. So I'll say that they're just relying on like passive stealth. So because of that, you're not sure where the brain is just because it's so small. You can see the orc because he does stand a good amount taller than the rest of the fans because he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
So you can see the orc. You're not sure where the brain is though.
How far away is he?
The orc is 60 feet away from where you were, so 30 feet now.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit it. I'm gonna try to shoot at him.
Okay.
Okay, have. Yeah, okay. Natural 20! Yay!
Yeah! Roll again.
Woo! 12.
All right, so that is max, and roll again, I think.
Okay. Ooh, I got double max.
Holy
So-
shit.
Mm-hmm. So that's, for a crossbow, do I add anything, or is it just straight roll?
It's D whatever plus your dexterity.
Okay, I for some reason didn't have that. Yeah, so that's. Hold on, I'm trying to do math. 8. So. It's 8 plus 8.
16.
16.
16. Thank you. 16 damage on the first hit, and then on the second one, okay. That's a 12.
That does not hit. You actually see it sort of deflect off of him,
Mm.
in the way that it would off of armor. And this is, I'll say, not Daiyo. Koyo has a high enough insight. From what you've seen of these guys, it's probably an illusion, and they actually are wearing armor.
Oh, okay.
But they have an illusion on them to make it look as if they're just dressed in basketball shorts and whatnot.
Yes, because they're jerks. And I gesture to Crypto to like keep going.
Where is that coming from?
Hmm?
Sorry, I have sounds on my side.
Yeah, I've been hearing somebody's Discord
I
beeping.
muted my computer and it still notifications for Discord still came up.
You should be able to go to the actual Discord and
Yeah.
mute things for an hour or whatever. So that was Koyo's turn. And it's the brain's turn. Give me 1 second.
Nope. There he is.
He mentioned that he's here, but he's not quite ready.
Gives me time to set up.
So the brain does things that you can't see, which thank God, because I rolled garbage. So that's actually, he still gets to do the other thing. Okay. And that is its turn. Crypto, what would you like to do? You see, Koyo shooting into, the crowd, hitting this basketball player fellow. And actually, your passive perception is high enough, you do see the brain scuttling about every now and then. And just as you finally catch sight of it again, and you're like, shit, there it is, you see it climb up somebody's back, and they sort of flinch, and then you lose sight of it again.
Great.
It looked like the person that it had grabbed was like a police officer. They were wearing like the vest and cap
That's
of the
cool.
security crew.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Lyra, you okay?
Yep.
Okay. maybe take it easy. If you have any range stuff, go for that. As I'm gonna go get that thing. Okay, bye.
Listen to your doctor. He knows what he's talking about.
Thanks, Dad.
So I'll Crypto will go as far as he can towards the brain.
Okay.
So that's 30 feet. So it's still what, another
Yeah.
30 feet away.
It's actually its movement speed is faster than you, so it's 50 feet away. Or at least where it was. You don't see it anymore. You just see the person that it had like grabbed.
And they're 50 feet away.
They are 50 feet away, yes.
Okay. Well, those are reactions or actions. So I guess I'll just
almost texted the intern at work a very confusing text. I'm like updating Kevin on the game.
I guess I'll just use my full action to move up another 30 feet, or up to it.
Okay.
The guy.
That would put you 20 feet away from him.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Anything with your bonus action?
No, I don't think I have anything I could use. I'll kind of yell out and warn the cop or the guard. Be like, you got the things on your back. Look out.
He turns to look at you and you don't see it. Like, you expected it to be like clinging to his face or something, like a face hugger. You've seen like that, horror movie.
My parents watched that. I didn't watch that.
I'm trying to come up with like a name for it, for a synonym for alien, but it's just alien. Anywho, you don't see the brain. He just turns to look at you, confused.
Okay.
On his turn, the orc, there's some lady shooting at him. So, he is gonna pull out that, light sword that he has, because these guys are Holoknights. No, he's gonna stay amid the crowd. He is gonna step up and take his 2 swings at Crypto, though.
Okay.
Actually, it has 3 because it has the the short sword and 2 short sword and long sword. So, first and second long sword attacks are a 18 to hit.
That hits.
And a 10.
Okay, that does not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So where are D8s? That is 9 points of damage. And then the short sword is a 15 to hit.
No, miss.
Okay. That is the orc's turn. Bark, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You just saw Koyo and Crypto take off running into the crowd, going after these individuals. You saw one of who you thought was supposed to be the basketball players of the other team step out and is now trying to stab at them with hollow light blades.
How close is the that police officer that had the brain thing on it to the basketball player?
It is about 20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet away from the basketball. Those two are about 20 feet away from each other. But Bark's passive perception, unfortunately, wasn't quite high enough to see that happen. Because they've waded into a crowd of like 60 fans that are trying to get out of here and panicking.
Okay.
And it's a small sized brain. Which it's the size of a brain.
How many people are within 5 feet of the basketball player?
Oh god. How many can fit within that?
8.
8, then.
At
One
least,
of which is
at least
crypto.
mechanically, if you're going to use whatever, with the grid system. It can be more, though, since it's
I
theater
would
of the
say
mind.
it's... Hey, Jesse. Yeah, just to make life easy, I'll say that it is 8 people, one of which is crypto.
Okay, sorry, Crypto. I drop my hollow ball, and it just falls from the rafters and just bounces on the court and then bounces somewhere, probably. Bonus action. Actually, no, this will just be thematic as part of casting the spell. The spell doesn't actually do this, but I form like a hollow grenade launcher, and it go, chunk, and it goes right at the orc guy. As I cast Binding Bomb, and I get a nat 20. Too bad it doesn't do damage. But it hits him, and he's paralyzed. Unfortunately, everyone around him needs a Constitution saving throw as it explodes, hitting them on impact. The DC, since you got like a bajillion guys, is...
It's 7 people. I'm just gonna roll on a dice roller, because fuck that noise.
It's 14, so it's...
I got an 18.
You are not
Okay.
paralyzed.
Do I need to roll too?
2 NPCs pass. No, because you're far enough away.
Yeah, it's within 5 feet of this.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 of the 7 NPCs are not paralyzed. Yeah, you guys all see, Bark throw this grenade launcher of a spell, and the orc that Crypto had been in combat with and Koyo had been shooting just freezes in place, and so do 5 other people around him.
When we say the dice gods don't like cat, it's true and very sad. You should just have
it's
Kevin
funny.
roll for you.
Kevin and I have been talking about it, and I think I can trace it back to the last time I did a major dice change. I angered the dice gods.
And I dropped the grenade launcher like it wasn't even there, and it just disappears pretty much instantly, because it's just thematic for the action casting spell. And as a bonus action, I conjure a hollow weapon that is a laser blaster, and think like, if any of you have played Nazi zombies in Call of Duty, that laser pistol gun. Like the 50s, 60s style laser gun.
Pew pew.
And my other arm's holding onto the rafters, and that's my turn.
Okay. I will say, Simon, you can go now and then go again on your initiative because you didn't get to go. So, for a recap, you guys are chasing after that brain thing and the one surviving orc. Lyra is no longer unconscious with the help of Daiyo and one of her own healing spells. Koyo is about 20 feet away from this orc basketball player that ran up and tried to slice Crypto into ribbons, into melee. Your passive perception is fucking amazing. You saw that brain thing bouncing through the crowd, and you saw it grab onto like one of the people in the crowd. Was like a cop. They're wearing like the vest and the security baseball cap. And as soon as it grabbed him, he sort of like flinched forward. And when he straightened back up, looking around all surprised, you did not see the brain. So the brain was 60 feet away from where you are now, and the orc is about 40 feet away.
All right. So. All right, I'm going to be moving towards the guard that got brain tagged, but
You're like super quiet.
Yeah,
even
you're
more
pretty
so.
quiet.
Is that better?
Yes.
Cool. Sometimes the rubber skin on this thing can cover the microphone. Anyway, so I'm going to be moving towards the guy that got brained. But before I do that, I'm going to take a couple of shots with my code blast at the orc guy.
Okay.
Do you have advantage because he's paralyzed?
Yes, you would.
Cool.
I also forgot the other important thing of that. Barky's binding Blom against a guy that is in a gigantic crowd of NPCs and targeted 8 people with it, including the main target of the spell, and of those 8 people, only 3 succeeded, one of which was Crypto.
Hot diggity damn. Okay. So my first roll was an 18 to hit, and my second roll was a 26 to hit.
Both of those hit, yeah.
Cool beans.
He was doing well.
Okay. So the first shot's going to be 11 damage. You
Okay.
still up?
Yes.
Okay. And the second one is going to be also 11 damage.
Okay. He is still up, but definitely looking like he's hurting.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let them finish him off, but I'm going to definitely use my movement and a bonus to a code warp into like 5 feet away or 10 feet away from the guy with the brain, or the guy that got brained, and in my movement there.
Okay. All right. Top of the initiative. Daiyo, it's your turn. What do you want to do? There's a big orc standing there, unmoving, with basically a big target on his back.
There's that and the bring up.
Your passive perception is also high enough. You saw the brain attack that guard, and the guard freeze up. Actually, I will say, because you have the advantage of height and you're able to see over the crowd, you saw that brain thing, like, claw into him, and it looks like he was able to shake it off. But when he did, it managed to get one of those weird little claw things up near his head. And when it did, he did like a full body shudder and almost went into fetal position. And the brain vanished, as if it had teleported.
It's not suspicious at all.
No, not at all. And then the guy leaned back up, seemingly unharmed, no blood or anything on him.
Okay.
It's like,
If I shoot a gob, it's like considered like a bad thing, right? I will shoot at the orc.
Okay.
This first shot. I will move the hunter's mark. I don't know. I think last time the wizard
I'll say yeah, you
had
can.
it. So it's like a 20,
Yeah.
no, 30 a lot.
Yeah. That hits. Mm-hmm.
So 28, 26, 26. Do you need the damage separately?
Nah.
15 damage.
All right. He is severely messed up.
Okay, I will.
Like, you can't actually see any bullet wounds on him. He looks perfectly fine, but you can see there is a good amount of blood on him or on the floor all around him, and also on all of those paralyzed people.
Oh yeah. I will shoot again.
Oh fuck! You need to shoot at advantage. God damn it, he's dead.
Shoot advantage?
He's
Oh, yeah.
paralyzed. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
sharpshooter then. I forgot to add that before. I
God damn it.
forgot how I play this character. Apparently. Okay.
How do I play D&D? It's been 2 weeks.
At advantage, it's a natural 20.
That's what I was expecting.
So, do I even roll? At least
Roll a
it's
d20 again to see if you roll damage or if you just do the max.
15. But the amount
So-
of damage, it's ridiculous. Because the max damage,
It's dead. How do you want to do
It's
this?
35.
It's very dead. It had
Okay.
like 7 hit points left.
Yeah, I know.
That's so sad.
Is any of my teammates looking like hurt?
Only Lyra, but you know, she's usually way like.
Lyra's pretty hurt. Bark is pretty hurt.
Yeah, I cannot heal Bard though.
Also true.
I will cast another healing word to Lyra. Yeah, another 5 HP.
Yay!
And that's
Is
oh
he,
no, sorry, no, I cannot heal you. Take that
Okay.
point back because I moved the hunter's mark. I forgot that.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
I'll go back.
Wait, is he down?
Yes. It is yeah, the orc is unconscious.
Oh, he's not within 15 feet. Never mind.
Sorry. Yeah. Anything else you're doing, Daiyo? You gonna move anywhere?
No,
Okay.
no.
Simon, it's your turn again. The orc is down. Hilariously, it's still standing there. Well, no, he's paralyzed. He's not like petrified, so he would collapse.
Like fall over like a tree.
Yeah, that's weird. But okay, yeah, he's down.
Explode.
Okay.
And
Cool.
you are, I
So,
believe you said 5 feet within that within 5 feet of that guard.
Yeah. So I'm going to hold out one hand and say, "Sir, you've been attacked by an intelliphage. For your protection and safety, you need to come with us." And I'm gonna use my bonus action to scan him, and I'm
Okay.
going to see if there's anything particularly like standing out wrong about him.
All right, I ask this literally every goddamn time. Let's look and see what the fuck scan does.
You can focus your vision to discern one thing about the target of your choice. Could be their hit points, AC, anyone's stat bonus, special ability, or others at the GM's discretion. Cannot be used to read minds or discern intentions. So I'm not trying to like telepath this guy. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that feels like out of the ordinary for him. Like if he's got powers he shouldn't have. 'Cause, like he's a security guard. He's probably not moonlighting as a superhero.
Yeah, so I will say that looking at him that way, you do get the sense that there is something off about him. Like his code is not built in the same way that it should be. That a normal like half elf, he's a half elf would be. You're getting the sense that he's not everything that he looks to be. So you are guessing that the brain did something.
Yeah, probably compromised. So yeah, I'm gonna hold my action. If he tries to run or engages in hostile activity to anybody, I'm gonna go ahead and use the attack action to chain whip him and
Okay.
try and grapple with it.
Okay. Let's see. Lyra, what would you like to do? It's your turn. It looks like the orc has fallen. Simon is yelling at some guard.
We've established that necrotic damage heals Restless, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can I see Barkley? Can I get to him? Okay.
He's on the ceiling. You can see him clearly, but he's.
I can't fly.
Is he still on the ceiling? Because the guy died. Shouldn't the spell worn off?
No, it wore off, but I purposely stayed up on the ceiling.
He's holding onto the rafters.
Mm-hmm.
Get down here so I can heal you.
I'm trying to remember how tall I said the ceiling is.
Hold on, can you
50 feet, maybe?
Can you heal, Bark? Do you have necrotic damage?
I've caused cuts, so I can heal for 1d4. That's it.
What's the range on cure cause?
It's
cuts?
touch. It's touch.
Yeah, you could yell up to him, say, "Bark, get over here," and hold your action and see if he comes within.
Let me cut you up, bitch.
I feel like Restless should have a trait where they can like take off one of their limbs.
Yeah, throw
like a head or an arm or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Like they can't do anything mechanically with it. Like they can't like use a weapon while they're unarmed. But
can you cast fire again?
If you use your own arm as a weapon, is that an unarmed attack?
That would be a club or flail, depending on how dexterous your elbow is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that's.
You would have proficiency with your own fucking arm.
Yeah.
I hope you have proficiency with your own arms.
Anyway, what are you doing, Lyra?
Don't worry about B.
Damn it!
God damn it!
Damn it! That was my plan. I thought he was on the ground.
Sorry.
Okay. It's fine. I will use the keytar to fly a little bit.
Wait, no! Stay on the floor and do the dinosaur.
I just fly. I'm hovering in the air. That's it with the keytar.
Okay.
That's all I do.
Alrighty. Just remember that fly is concentration, I believe.
Okay. That's fine.
Koyo, it's your turn. What do you want to do? That orc does not seem to be a threat anymore, but you can clearly see Simon accosting a security guard.
Oh, since the spell Binding Bomb does not specify when you can dismiss it, I'll leave it up to you. Could I dismiss it now? Because he's clearly unconscious at this point. So that way the other people that are paralyzed aren't paralyzed anymore? Or are they going to have to roll con saves?
That should be concentration.
Okay. So it's off now.
Okay. They all immediately take off running because they're covered in gore and just saw a lot of crazy shit happen and really close to them.
So, what is Simon just like kicking this guard's ass?
No, he ran up to him. He ran up to him and yelled at him, and is like got his hands out trying to get him to not leave.
Okay.
But it's kind of hard to tell exactly what Simon said to him, considering you guys are standing amidst a mob of people that are all yelling their heads off.
Can I try to help like move this crowd along?
I'll say yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll either a
persuasion
or intimidation check, your choice.
It doesn't matter. They're both straight rolls. I forgot who I was playing. These aren't my charismatic characters. Alright, 16.
Okay. It does definitely out the handful that had been paralyzed that were going into absolute fucking panic and starting to freak out the people around you, around them, to sort of try to go in a more orderly fashion.
Yeah, I'll just try to like maneuver people and be like, "Yeah, here, come on, let's go."
Yeah, I will say doing that, you guys can all now very clearly see this guard and Simon sort of standing off, trying to stopping this guy from going anywhere. Let's see. The brain's turn. Yeah.
Maybe his like headphones are like doubly back on. You hear like the music from somebody's.
Yeah, I'm hearing something or another. Yeah, no, the guard is going to be a fool and take off running.
Oh
He
boy!
knows that shit. Oh shit. Okay, that's 27 to hit.
Roll your damage. Oh wait, no, you were going to grapple him.
Yeah, so he needs to
Yeah.
make a strength check.
15?
Doesn't beat an 18.
Yeah, he is grappled.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my extra attack in and just whip him one more time for good measure.
That's not typically how it works. When you hold your action, you get one attack, not the attack action.
Oh, well, in that case.
Sorry.
I'll take it.
But it's not like he can leave, because even if he wanted to, he's grappled, and you have don't go nowhere feet. Crypto, what would you like to do?
Dude, I should have just used that. I completely forgot I had Sentinel on. I could have just hit him and then hit him again. Fuck me.
Yeah, Crypto's gonna move up to the guard that he's currently whipped and restrained.
He's grappled, not
okay.
restrained, but yeah.
Well, yeah, he's not moving at the moment.
Clap him an iron.
He's gonna pull out the device for the Professor Maiden and just check that real quick.
It starts going off wildly. And the guy's like, "What is this? No, I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to disperse the crowd. Let me do my job."
Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Everything's fine. Nothing is wrong. And for giggles, I'll go ahead and kind of grab his shoulder and kind of grab his forehead, and I'll cast Lesser Restoration. See if that does anything. To cure one disease.
It doesn't seem to have any effect on it. Yeah. Whatever it was, either the disease hasn't set in, or it's not the disease that's affecting him.
Just like, okay, sir. Okay, good news. There's no fever, but you need to calm down. I can see that wasn't in my action. I guess could I like check like the back of his skull or anything like that, and just see if there's anything there?
Didn't he come with any kind of containment equipment, or did not?
I will say that because your passive perception is pretty decent, that you do see what looks like a small, like, a pinprick of a mark on the back of his neck. It looks like it, honestly, like you would have thought that it was like a zit if you weren't looking for it. But there's something, definitely something there. that looks about the general area where the brain thing grabbed him.
Okay. There's nothing else I can do at the moment because that was my action.
Sorry.
So I'll just stay right here next to him.
Bark, what do you want to do?
Do I see this happening?
Yeah, you see all of this. You have literally bird's eye view.
Okay, how close is...
And the crowd is now thinning out. I'll say the crowd is maybe about a half the size it was before. So it had been about like 60 or 70 people. Now it's closer to like 30-ish or so.
How close is Lyra?
She's 50 feet straight down. Actually, no, less, because you were...
She flew up.
I'm flying up, yeah.
So she's 20 feet down. Did you move at all, like, horizontally? Did you get closer to the crowd?
No.
So she's 20 feet away in there.
Okay. How far away is the situation down there going? Like, what's the rough range? About 60 feet or something?
Yeah.
Okay. It's still within range of what I want to do for that as my action. But I want to make sure I don't just, like, jump into Lyra and die and knock us both down.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry, I just looked into Discord and saw the fucking picture that Reese posted of Harley Quinn beating a man with a severed arm, which I'm hoping
That's
is from a
Bruce.
mannequin.
It was.
It is. That's Bruce. Yeah, that's the episode. That's the episode where he spends a day with Harley.
Oh man, I gotta watch that series again.
It is the best.
I would jump down. I would ready my action to jump down to Lyra when she's ready. But I
will
want to use
catch
my
you.
action for something else.
I mean,
Actually, I think
I will say
I think
that like
Crypto has it covered. Crypto looks very capable as an individual, so I will attempt to jump down to Lyra, but I ready that action for when it's her turn. So that way it's not like I just jump into her face unexpectedly.
okay, yeah, I will say that you can do that as a reaction. So if you want to use your action
Well,
for something else, you can.
It's still a 20-foot drop from here currently.
The thing is, like, you're just letting go. You're not. It's not a movement, really. You're literally just letting go and
Yeah,
dropping.
I'm falling 20 feet into Lyra. I would take damage and she would take damage.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't want to do. I don't want that. So, I guess I'll stay here until Lyra gets here. The reaction will be letting Lyra hold me, I guess. But appearing with Crypto and
That
this
was
officer,
this plan all along.
a cage just seems to materialize. Like first, it's like the polygons for like the video game start with like PS1 graphics, then PS2, and they eventually render to like realistic graphics. And the cage immediately, like the Mousetrap board game, just goes over top of both of them. As I cast Major Image, and I'm hoping the individual does not know it's an illusion.
Okay.
I guess that's my turn. As I get ready for Lyra.
Okay.
You want to hold your bones?
Daiyo, what do you want to do?
Anyway,
Okay, so as I am seeing it from afar, everyone is putting a lot of effort so that guy doesn't run away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna shoot it on the leg.
Okay. So there's not typically like rules for a called shot.
I think as
I'll say
I
I'll
read
allow it.
somewhere, I think in the
It's
DM
in like the DM's
book?
guide.
that you can give yourself disadvantage to shoot on a specific.
I'll say for this one, you can go ahead and roll your attack at disadvantage, and we'll say that you'll deal your damage, and then if he's still up, he'll make a con save, and if he fails, then he is his movement speed is halved.
Okay. I rolled 2 11s. That's a 20 to hit.
That still hits.
So I roll my damage, right?
Yep.
$18.
The guy screams in pain, and then the scream cuts out as he passes out. I will say you did aim for the leg, so he's not dead, but
Yeah, it was
his leg
not-
is fucked, and he's potentially like bleeding out without some help.
As a bonus
Yeah.
action, I will just.
He drops like a bag of
stand up.
rocks. Yeah.
Sir,
Uh,
I'm gonna
Anything else
need
you're
you to
doing?
calm down.
Yeah. Need you to calm down. He starts screaming more and then just goes limp.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down.
You're gonna incite hysteria. I need you to.
I'm just imagining how chaotic and terrifying this looks for the rest of the people in this crowd, because you guys roll up, fucking chain whip him to the ground, grapple him, put him in like a headlock, and then somebody shoots him in the shin and he just passes out.
Oh! I forgot that I'm wearing a laser bow. I just shot the guy in the knee. So he used to be an adventurer, just like us.
Well,
Now he took a laser
You
arrow. to the knee.
monster.
well, that guy just
You guys
got
go back to
demoted
night
from
school.
adventurer to guard.
Oh.
Oh, that's so sad.
Also, there is a hollow cage around him and like the 4 people in melee with him. So that was your first attack. Are you doing anything else, Daiyo?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's nothing like else to shoot at, right?
There is not, no.
I will just like start climbing down.
I'll say that if you want to go the easy way, it'll take you a couple rounds to get to your friends. If you want to like make a roll next turn with your action, then you can get down there easily. Or you could just jump and make like an acrobatics check to not take as much damage from jumping 20 feet off of a press box to the basketball court.
No, I'll take the long
Okay,
route. That's
okay.
fine.
So Simon,
Just her walking down the stairs.
yeah, my job is done. I don't know why it mimed like you had a shotgun instead of a fucking laser bow.
So pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Simon, your chain whip is now wrapped around a unconscious, unmoving, bleeding out guard.
Do we have? Shit, I guess. Does anybody have a bike helmet, like a motorcycle helmet, something we can, contain his skull with? No. Nothing. Oh. Shit.
I'm just
Oh,
imagining
okay.
you're asking this among the crowd, and there's
No, I'm looking.
well, like people are stupid and panic response, and there's like one person that has like one of those big, overly large bags, and she's got like looking in. No, nothing.
Shit. Crypto, do you have a?
Yeah, like I have a gator.
I don't know, manacles or something. We gotta get this guy back to the professor. Hopefully before his skull explodes.
I don't know. Out of all the people here, I expect Daiyo and Simon to have handcuffs.
Why would
I
you?
don't have any
Wait,
on my inventory.
I think I do. Yep.
Why would you think? Wait a minute. I think I do.
Could you maybe toss us down?
Because you guys just scream very horny to me.
The hilarious thing is Daiyo probably has them from like her class.
Yeah.
Are they fuzzy?
More cop and less kinky.
You can be
Still.
both.
You can be, but like traditionally, it's not required. Anyway, is Simon doing
I have
anything else with
rope.
his turn other than attempting to find some way to contain the brain?
Wow, that hole that cat's in, it's getting pretty deep. I don't know why she keeps digging.
I mean, yeah, there isn't really a whole lot else that I can do right now. I mean, all of my skills don't really have any healing ability.
You do have potions.
I do have potions, but like, I mean, I suppose I could do a medicine check and try and tie off his fellow's leg
You could, yeah.
so he doesn't fucking bleed out. All right, I'll do that.
Or down there, tie his
That
shoes
is really-
together so he doesn't go away.
Well, I mean, okay, I might just do that too while I'm down there. I got a dirty 20 on the medicine check.
Okay. You can easily enough try and like bandage him up with what you have. You like rip his pants leg and make something of a bandage for it to try and
Tourniquet or
pack the
something.
wound. Yeah. Less tourniquet.
Wow, just
more
like Mom used to
bandaging.
make.
Aw. That's precious.
I
The
can still
hilarious thing
remember
is
the
that's
clock.
probably 100% in character because his mom's a doctor.
Yeah.
And he comes from an adventuring family, so he's probably seen his mom cut a, like tourniquet of
Cut a bitch.
dire wound.
Part of his own training, just like, this is what it feels like when you get shot. What?
Several questions, but
Like a Ron Swanson moment.
That's terrible, but like 100% what I expect from like adventurers. Like that is adventurers hazing the shit out of each other.
100%.
Lyra, what are you doing?
I am flying up and I'm using the keytar as like a broom and I'm flying flying up to Berkeley. And I hold out my arms and I'm like, I'm sorry I can't do more than 4 necrotic damage to you. I wish there were better spells.
Hopping down from off screen, just Barkley just lands in your arms and he just goes, "My hero." Ding 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 ding.
Okay.
oh my god.
Yeah, I
Pink
rolled
background with
4, you
sparkles and Sakura.
I
You're
rolled
all
4.
Hey.
That's the most I could give is 4. That's all I could do today.
I really need art of that, of just Lyra sitting on the keytar holding Barkley bridal style.
Barkley purposely had his like hands like this. He made like
Like a very good
hollow
way-
lashes on his eye sockets that went like blink, 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 and he has
But I-
6
like
pink
minor illusion,
diagonal
like
lines on his
anime eyes.
cheekbones, like 3 on each side. You know.
I also want the erotic novel cover version with.
Oh yeah, Barkley has.
on the wing.
It's still his fro. It's Afro Samurai. It's still the fro, but it's like flowing fro.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lyra's face is like, what the hell is happening?
What?
And
Uh-oh.
she's excited that she's giving.
She's just
4
Aya right now.
No.
Please
Sorry,
don't
Aya.
recap that. I did. I
Okay.
screen capped it. I'm sorry, Aya. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh
we
Yeah,
asked for it.
Teaser like that.
We asked for it.
no! We did, yeah. Oh God, why did I do? My fucking screen cap in this is also as dorky as Aya's, so I have to share it both now. Hey, you're back.
Hi, welcome.
What was the
Hello.
last thing you heard?
You talking about Barkley bridal style?
Okay, yeah. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but if he's trying to stop him, actually, I might also have handcuffs.
For what it's worth, the guy is unconscious.
Oh, all right. Is there anything else to fight, or are we done?
As of right now, you cannot see anything.
Then I'll regroup.
On its turn, the brain teleports out of the guard's brain area, looks around, sees 25 people surrounding it.
It's also in a cage.
It is gonna go after...
Simon, go
Well,
after Simon.
literally everyone here is either actually smart or is from a race that has intelligence bonuses. So he's usually pretty smart.
I dare it to go for Simon.
I'm gonna roll a d6 to see who it would go
I'm
for.
sorry, all the stupid people are in corruption crew.
No.
Oh god.
No, that's the funny thing though. Oh wow.
It took you a sec.
It did. For a half second, I was like, I thought she was like, I'm sorry that all the dumb people are here. I'm like, no, Simon's incredibly smart, and the other two of you are have the. Okay.
No.
All right.
Everybody in this group is super smart.
It's gonna go after Simon.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
God damn it. That's a 12 to hit you.
No.
However, you still need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. I'm sorry, that's a nat 20.
Yeah. Nothing. Also, just roll a d20 for me.
The brain explodes.
Yep.
That's an 18 on the die.
Okay. All right. That's all it does. Yeah, it's out of options. It's gonna try and run away. Fucking all three of you get attacks of opportunity on it.
That's not very
Poor
smart for a
stupid
brain.
brain. He's just trying.
He's trying his best.
26.
That's a hit, yeah.
Play
And
there.
he's not going anywhere.
Roll your damage though.
Getting it. D8, not D6. Play the rest. Okay. That's gonna be 7 bludgeoning damage, and he stopped. He uses 0 speed.
Okay. Koyo and Crypto, you guys are both in melee, so you could also take swings at it if you would like.
Yes, I would like. Very much.
I got a 17.
That hits.
Okay.
6.
Use that one. That
That's a
is
22, do ya?
Hang on, let me get Reese's damage.
Yep.
yeah, so that's 5. I think it's bludgeoning because I had my knuckles out.
Okay.
Can I use the what is it? The
thing?
De-Fragger.
Yes, you can.
Hmm.
I believe it's
Okay.
on a hit, so.
Yeah. Okay.
My
So it's 5. Was it 25 HP for all of them?
Yeah, if you want to blow everything.
Think so. 20. Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever, it's fine. I'm made out of hit points. 25 hit points, that's no problem.
Thanks.
I take 25 hit points of
Cries and
damage.
Barkley and Lyra,
putting
who I'm
purpose.
pretty sure both have less than 25 hit points
Then
right now.
it's
Yeah.
5.
Not anymore.
Oh, slightly higher
initially,
than 25.
Initially 5. So the 5 bludgeoning plus 5, 10, 15, 19 force damage.
So 19 plus 5.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to punch it and just have it like scanners just.
Ah, yeah, you guys are all covered in brain matter.
We'll
then
put
for,
out like a handkerchief and we'll hand it over to Crypto.
Simon's
It
gonna
just
like
kinda
reach up and like
dabs his
wipe
face a
gunk
little
out
bit,
of his
wipes his
eye.
goggles, and
No,
As you like pull it back, you see like the blood start to coagulate on the thing as you realize that's probably nanites. And for a second, you're like, burn it with fire. And then the blood stops moving.
Oh,
You remember the professor telling you that the psi blights are a nanite disease, but that once the core body is destroyed after a moment or so, the nanites stop functioning.
Mhm.
But for a moment, that was gross.
that could have been bad.
yeah.
I've seen grosser.
I will say at this point, you guys are out of initiative. The rest of the crowd has fucking took off. And you guys are now pretty much the only people left in the room. There are several like guards and everything at each of the doors. One of them comes over. It's another one of like the security guards, like the main one in charge. And then the Holoknight that Koyo had sort of second in command approaches. I'm trying to remember what Koyo's actual title is.
I don't even know.
I think you were a sergeant. Sergeant,
Sergeant, not surgeon. I'm not a doctor.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, were you in charge of 10 knights or 33?
It wasn't the big team.
Okay. Sergeant, do you need help? We potentially have restraints, though I don't think he's going anywhere.
I mean, he's
I think
fine.
it's fine. So,
Just
can
make sure
check
that
the-
he's not diseased.
I'll pull out the device again, and
It does not register on, or you get a faint reading off of that guy, and then you sort of follow the trail of gore that leads to the brain, and it pings off the brain. You're guessing that it's detecting the splatter of brain matter.
Yeah.
He's like,
probably want to
we could get a
decontaminate the place.
bucket for that, I guess.
Bucket would probably be good.
yeah, clean up all here.
Doggy bag.
Oh no,
Whoa.
no, no! Get out of here. That was bad.
No, this is like chocolate. You should not have it.
I'll say at this point, Daiyo, you come into the now, like all of the rest of there was like this horde of crowd of people screaming, running out, and then Daiyo just coolly walks in. Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, you're also Ew, what happened here?
Crypto did an amazing job, and I'll give him a big thumbs up.
Yeah, we had a close encounter of the brain kind, and it met his fist.
I think I saw that movie.
Yeah, great job, and I will like hit the shoulder of Crypto, but like barely touching it.
Ew.
Yeah, it's a little goopy.
Yeah.
Just all covered in muck.
So was that it?
I'm gonna tell my team to make sure, like to look around, make sure that there's nothing else left, and to make sure that everybody's okay.
Yeah, I will say at this point, the one, the guy that actually came in, actually it would be another one, whereas the security guard was like a employee of the stadium. There's another cop that comes in that when it's like actually works for the city, and he's like, we have hazmat on the way. We're gonna need to take a report of all of this.
Oh, certainly.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
I was gonna say we're gonna need like evidence, but they're gonna need like a mop to get all of it. So
Also, was Bark recording at this time?
Heck yeah, I was. As we come
I mean, they were live streaming the game.
To be
weren't they?
fair,
It just occurred to
it's a basketball game, so there's plenty of cameras that would have captured all of this.
Oh yeah, they're still gonna want to report because they want to know why.
Hey,
don't know
lovelies,
why
check
any of
this out. Whoa.
Also,
and I
it
like
occur-
zoom in on the brain matter and zoom back out.
Also, I'm pretty sure Bark's glasses were going straight to the jumbo cam, so there's like this awkward footage of just the side of Lyra's face, and she's just like, "The fuck is happening?"
There's just like
On the big screen.
Barkley, why are you so close to my face?
Are you recording that? Are you recording that? Oh wait, you're always recording. Never mind. Oh.
There's gonna be in-universe fanfiction now.
Takes off the glasses and holds them up, you know, like this, and just like, and I'm just like making sure I get like the brain matter in the background, and it's just like, super cool team has done it again.
I go into panic mode and I reach down to the guitar and I start playing.
When I was
A young Rye.
A moment or so later, as the security personnel are sort of talking amongst themselves, the cop sort of is like, yeah, just make sure you guys don't like leave town or anything, because we're gonna definitely need to talk about this. Yeah, and he like grabs his no, they would have like earpiece things. It's like, yeah, make sure Hazmat gets here soon. This is gross. Oh god. And from the other side of the stadium where like the locker rooms are, Coach Jackson comes walking out. So it looks like it went well.
Yes, it did, and I'll see all you lovelies in my next adventure. And I turn it off, and yeah.
Wow, stealing from the Game Grumps, calling your fans lovely.
But they are lovely.
Well, it's better than boneheads.
Yeah, you should call them the Skelly Boys.
See you later, boneheads. Choo. There you go.
I like the Skelly Boys. See you later, Skelly Boys.
Skelly Boys is on another show on this Twitch channel already.
God damn it.
He sort of like looks up to where Bark and Lyra are. I gotta pick me up if you're interested, Bark. I unfortunately don't really have potions for anyone else. I typically only brew them for the Restless.
Oh no, don't you worry. We got we got a supply.
Do I have any healers in my team? You think I have like somebody?
I'll say most of your guys are like Holoknights, but I'll say you do have in your crew of I think you might have gotten another crew of like 20 or so. I'll say that among them there are 3 low-level De-Fraggers that all could like cast Cure Wounds a few times.
Carl, go get Jeffrey. I need him to heal Lyra.
I'm fine. I said
Just a concussion.
You're bleeding profusely.
Oh, I'm fine. I feel great. I use prestidigitation. You can't see any of the blood. You just see my smiling face. I'm fine.
Drip on the floor.
I have a 15 inside my dude, and you are a goddamn liar.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Prestidigitation's the blood away. 2 seconds later, it's there again because you're still bleeding the fuck out.
Yep.
I have a potion of greater healing on hand. I'm just gonna reach out with just the one hand and just silently hold it out in her direction.
I jump down to the court.
The potion that Coach Jackson hands you is the equivalent of also a greater potion of healing. It's 4d4 plus 4 necrotic.
All right. What's the situation outside?
Van's going fucking nuts. We're really gonna have to be careful with how we word this on the press briefing after this. Do me a favor, Bark, and you're great, but for the safety of the brand, maybe don't make any public announcements until we figure out what the fuck just happened.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
Also, let me get this right. You guys knew that there was a chance that one of your teammates or the opposing team was infected with that, and you didn't tell me?
Well, there was a possibility, but we didn't know for sure.
I mean, there was
To be
also
fair,
a
I
possibility
also
that
don't
it was
know you.
Okay.
And I don't trust you. So.
I have known him since the day of his rebirth.
And that was how many weeks ago?
That's, I think, 3 years ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 years and...
You have no credentials that I find appealing, so...
Yeah, I'm technically a minor, so...
Oh boy!
We will.
Yeah, Coach, isn't that the reason why you said it was fine? Because, like, in Red Emmy, they didn't have any rules against workers for minority workers, right?
You nailed it, Bark.
But yeah, I do have a big mouth. I do say things I'm not supposed to. So yeah, I'm gonna be
Like right
not
now.
talking about this. What are you talking about?
For what it's worth, though, there was somebody that showed up and was running around and looking for you guys. I think right now she was trying to help escort people out of here. Big moth lady, like feathery doobly doos. Big lady, friendly, offered me cookies.
Where?
Friendly.
Barkley's like shaking him.
Okay, all right.
Doesn't ring a
Hands
bell.
the fuck off.
Who is this lady?
Yeah, fuck this. He dimensions door like 20 feet away from you guys.
I'm holding on to him.
Can
Do
we
I
not?
go with him?
He would allow you.
All right, I'm hands off after, but now I'm over where he's at.
She's out by like the front entrance. I can go get her. I think I left her with us.
I reach in my bag and I pull out like a #1 Solar Lady fan badge and I hand it to him. And I say, "You don't know who you were talking to," and I run out there.
This is nicely made.
I have a movement speed of 40
What? Why?
because I'm a sportsman, my good man. I have the mobile feat.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Difficult
You
terrain,
get out to
aka
the lobby.
crowd. Don't worry about that. I'm still moving at normal speed.
You get out to the lobby, and I will say that how would Sammi be attempting to help in this situation? She basically rolled up and was like, "Hey, Professor, where are all my friends? None of them are answering their phones." And he's like, there's some shit going on at the stadium.
Yeah. She would probably... Hold on, I'm trying to check if I have prestidigitation.
I still have my boots on, so I probably hop over most of the crowd.
Yeah, she'll probably like fly up above everybody and just gesture for everybody to head out and promptly and calmly direct them into the direction of the exit to make sure nobody's hurt. And if anybody's hurt, I will like take them to like somebody who can heal.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well, I can heal too, but I don't have them. I only have like 4 spells of that. So unless somebody is extremely hurt, you'll take them to like see.
Yeah, most of the folks here aren't actually hurt at all. Like it's cuts and bruises. It's not anything too severe.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she after several minutes of that, and it seems like the crowd is starting to die down, you see Barkley followed by Lyra. Actually, never mind. I'm pretty sure Fly gives you a speed of 60.
Oh shit!
I'm dashing and hopping.
I won't.
We'll say at the
Just
same
see
time.
two,
Same
like
time.
speed blurs like coming right at me.
No, it's like
Yeah.
it's like the cartoons where there's like a good big crowd of people, and then like the one protagonist is in the background. He literally like hops above the crowd, his arms flailing. That's Barkley.
Yeah.
And Sammy will be like,
Sammy,
"Gosh,
Sammy, there you are. Sammy, how are you doing? I hope you're okay. Because I'm just hopping.
she'll fly over to you guys and be like, "Are you guys okay? I heard there was a
Lyra is bleeding a lot.
oh gosh! I will cure wounds on Lyra. Yeah, hold on. You... The wrong face.
Oh my gosh, how did it go? Did you get Passion back? How was Rosa Gallica? I mean, I heard there's amazing things about it. There's like this giant tree, and he just keeps going and going.
What is my...
Are you trying to cast a spell? You seem like you're really focusing on a spell. Maybe I'm being a distraction. I hope I'm not being a distraction. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
Everybody was in the thing, and I almost died.
You get what's it called? 11 points of healing.
I'm okay.
She's like, and she like gives you a big ol' hug, like.
Is Passion okay?
She's fine. I did.
Was the soup good?
It was delicious. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna just walk away a little bit.
And Sammy will grab your hand, and like when you turn back, it's Vina, and she just gives you like a, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm fine. Sorry for the
Barkley,
text messages from me.
Barkley
That
pushes
was
you closer.
inappropriate. That was really inappropriate.
Listen, if you weren't getting appropriate, I'm all up for it. Just
I hop back on the guitar and I zoom away as fast as I possibly can.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Mark, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I mean,
Man.
Lyra wasn't. She kind of fell from the top of the stadium.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
So how have you been? What did you think about the whole Passion situation?
They're adorable, and well, stuff happened, and now we're here, so it's fine.
Did you go and get coffee? That's what I usually do.
I mean, I'm up for coffee. You guys done here, or
Isn't that how dates work, right? I think you're supposed to take people and get coffee or something, right?
are you taking me on a date?
No.
I'm
I
sorry.
believe the sample still needs to get a 4, but other than that, I think we're free to go.
Hey, Simon.
I will say that if you guys want, you can reconvene in the lobby.
Yeah, Barkley would just be like, just casually talking to her this whole time, like no urgency now. At
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, they held hands. It was freaking so cute. Just adorable. And now Passion's like a foot shorter than her, so it's even more cute.
I will ask, did any of you guys take the pro-offered bucket that one of like the security guards got found? A security guard brought it to you? You're assuming he probably got it from a maintenance worker, but all of those guys fucked off because they're not paid well enough for that shit.
Crypto would have it. Just carried around one hand, the device in the other, just kind of doing rounds before meeting up with everyone else.
It's a little disorienting too because you have to like hold the bucket with, I'm assuming the brain, you put the brain in the bucket. Like hold
Yeah.
the brain away far from it as you're like waving the thing around.
Yeah.
There's only one dot here, so as long as there's not another dot, should be fine.
What's in the bucket?
Brains.
Cool.
Where you been?
Also, a weird foot thing sticking out.
Huh. I was resurrecting my Sammy's girlfriend. It's fine. We're on a spiritual journey of self-enlightenment. The
As
usual.
you do.
I fly back.
Nice. We had
Sorry
pizza
about
last
that.
night.
Pizza last night.
Oh, we had pizza last night too! Yeah.
Hey.
We'll say, pizza in the future? Meh. Del Diablo pizza, I guess. I haven't had the pizza here.
Oh, the stadium pizza's amazing here. Let's go get some. Cuts to being at the food thing, but there's no one there because this shit just happened.
Meanwhile,
Hello?
Koyo is just having a fucking aneurysm. Like, I hate everyone here. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, she's like, like she's trying to get like everybody's like accounts and like making sure everybody's like getting notes on everything here, and she's just like, I hate this job in particular. These guys are idiots.
They are school children.
Immediately shifts back. Man, I love this job because like when there's off hours here and no one's in the stadium, sometimes I make some pizzas myself. And I just like jump over the counter and I start getting like one of the frozen pizzas from the freezer, and I just like start it through the thing.
We did pretty amazing. Only one person got hurt in the leg. I'm sorry.
While everybody's kind of farting around and just having chats with everybody, Simon's going to actually go over and hunker down and have himself a little scan of the dead orc and see if he can figure out what that guy's problem was.
I will say, scanning him, you don't get the feeling of like it doesn't feel like the brain felt. You do get a ping that makes you think he may have been infected with the Cyblight virus, though. It occurs to you that perhaps most of the people that attacked you either were host to these Cyblight intellect devourers, or were themselves infected Cyblights, or like humanoids infected with the Cyblight virus. Some were both, potentially. Bark has a
I
supreme
think we're probably
pizza,
going to need to get a
apparently.
sample of this brain over here, too.
Just the piles of buckets and nastiness. Yeah. So you guys sit down, have your pizza, and begin writing your reports.
You guys really need to eat other stuff other than pizza because, your metabolism might not be able to take this much. I'm just saying.
It's just one pizza.
And like the 20 last night.
Those don't count. Those were
Bark
last
slept
night.
through most of that. Also.
That's fair.
That's fair. Consumption.
That's just a whole lot of pizza situation.
Oh, we know.
I need to go report on this. And if you guys need any more help, just give me a call. And Crypto, if you want something a little bit more professional and dignified, just call me, okay?
All right, will do.
And she'll head up.
A little more dignified, he says, while splattered with brain matter still.
Yeah, did not clean off. Only his goggles he cleaned off. So still
He
Oh,
didn't even clean it off. He
and
just
you're
put.
eating.
Do you want me
Yeah.
to?
He
Do you
just
want me
put you like his goggles on his head, so there's just like a goggles shaped turtle.
me to get rid of that for you, so you can eat pizza and not think about brains?
Oh, you mean this brain?
Oh, okay. You. I'm a vegetarian.
So,
I wasn't before, but I might be now too.
Crypto's gonna use his badge and see if there's any kind of like portals around here real quick to see if he can like drop off the sprain off at the professors and come back.
Yeah, we'll say there is. It's sort of it's off to the side that of what looks like at first you thought a closet, but it looks like it's actually like the sort of server room. And then when you step through the portal and into the grid, for a second you're like blinded just because it's so bright white. And you're sort of like in this vast expanse of just white floor and what looks like white file cabinets everywhere. And far off in the distance, you see what looks like a small village that's pretty simple and rustic looking. And very out of place in what looks like a pure white warehouse. However, you do also know that each of these file cabinet things seems to be an access for another portal.
Okay. He's gonna stick his head back out the portal towards everyone else and just be like, "I'll be back in just a second."
Okay.
Here's a piece for the road, and I give you like one of those like pizza slices, but it's got like the cardboard cutout thing that holds the pizza slice. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the single slice box.
Yeah, he would give you one of those.
Just kind of stick the device, corruption device in his pocket and like just grab the box and stick it in his mouth. Thank you, and carries the bucket towards the towards the filing cabinets and start checking for ones that are relatively close or will lead to the professor's lab.
You can. It's relatively easy enough to find one that goes to. I'll say one actually opens into not his lab, but into like that sort of office that he has. That's sort of just like tacked on and is mostly just a place for him to pile old reports and shit that he's finished with.
Thank God for labeling, am I right?
And you walk into his lab while he is currently avidly watching the stream of what happened and like the news report of there is like some like fire riot reporter standing in front of the stadium where you guys just were reporting about the nonsense that just happened, and like off in the one corner is video footage from the game, or rather the battle.
Bucket down like on the desk. Oh, Professor.
What is that? Oh God, what is that? You guys got
brains.
pizza and you didn't bring me any? Damn it.
The box has bite marks, but nothing else does.
Thanks. I mean, it's not my favorite. I prefer the. All right. Okay.
Oh,
all
we
I
know.
was-
We know.
That's all I was given.
I mean, it works.
That is the thing we killed. That attacked us. See, look, and he
interactive hour. That's a mouthful.
Yeah. See, look, and he shows
hour?
he shows the device. And it's like, see, look, and it beep beep.
Cool. Sci-dev. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Cool.
I need to get you under a microscope. You guys are fine, right? You don't need like any potions or. Nobody died, right? I saw Lyra go down, and then the footage cut to a different thing, so I wasn't sure. She's fine, right?
She's fine now.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
Well, maybe a little bit mentally scarred, but who
I
isn't?
mean, it comes with the job. Yeah.
Still covered in splatter. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to them. You need anything, let us know. Have fun with that.
Thanks, sure. Meanwhile, you guys are sitting around having pizza and catching up.
So are you going to take a shower or what? To the guys that are dirty with brain matter.
I don't know. I don't really have a sense of smell. Do they like smell more intelligent now, and it's just like too smarty, or?
It smells like ground beef a little bit, like raw ground beef. Does that make sense?
But slimier?
If I could smell, yes.
Oh yeah, very, very definitely slimier. Like you put it, like they put ground beef in like chicken juice or something.
And it's like those beads that you cannot get rid of, that when you try to push it with one finger, it sticks to the other one.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate it. I mean, this is gross, and I live where the fish pee.
Oh, Daiyo. Fish aren't that gross. Oh.
Jesse, your camera came on and then immediately cut right back out. There you go.
Do you guys need to take a shower? We can go back home and you guys can clean yourselves off and you know, you guys can tell me what happened here.
That sounds good.
Okay. Okay.
Sammi,
Yeah.
while you are sitting there and enjoying pizza and just like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, do me a favor and roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh, God. 14?
Okay. So
Nothing.
your body tenses up like almost like you've been electrocuted, and when that feeling fades, instead of like the relief of that being gone, instead you're greeted with like this biting cold, almost like daggers of ice piercing you all over. You take 55 points of psychic damage.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
And you realize you can't hear Vina right now. All the rest of you guys just see Sammi double over in pain.
Sammi,
Ah!
Sammi!
what happened?
I think something happened to Vina. And also, I think I got brain blast. Oh, God, okay. Mm-hmm.
Do you
Damn
need
you, Jimmy.
healing? Dang it, Reese. Do you
mean
need
that-
healing?
You mean that crazy artificer that has like that shop down the south side?
I'll say that right about now is when Crypto comes back, seeing everybody sort of like leaning over Sammi, asking what's going on and everything. I'm sorry, I just see dog nose against like that chicken nugget or whatever it is.
Oh.
Just like, am I allowed? Am I allowed? Am I allowed? I don't care, mine.
It was Jaws. It's just
Nom, nom,
dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun. No.
mine would not have been that patient. Like the second that was within 3 inches of him and it didn't look like it was getting moved away, that would have been in his mouth.
I cast Cure Wounds on Sammi, and at 5th level, so wow, 1, 9, 15, 18, and 26.
26. All right.
Yeah. 26. Rolled a lot of ones.
Okay. Oh,
Hey guys, I'm back. Oh my gosh, Sammi, are you okay?
I can't hear Vina Mina. I think something's wrong with her.
I'm sorry, this is so like, I'm sorry, it's such an emotional moment for Sammi, and then just like dog, cute dog, on the screen. It's so distracting.
Let's get to the professor. He might know what's going on. Or have some
Yeah.
ideas. All right, everyone, just follow me, and we'll go there.
Okay.
And I'll take him through the portal.
You guys walk into what you assume is going to be a server room, and then appear in a vast white expanse that Sammi just immediately gives you a migraine. Like, already your head was killing you from whatever the hell you just felt. And then it's too bright. There's nothing to break up the landscape except for these file cabinets that have no labels or anything. And then off in the distance, you see that weird, like, out-of-place looking village. And then Crypto, just, like, cool as can be, totally, like, this is completely normal, walks over to one of the cabinets that's seemingly random and pulls it open and...
All right, single file. That's a joke.
You guys all appear one after the other in the professor's office, and he's just sort of sitting there with the pizza, like, how's it going?
Well,
Is this going to be a new thing? Just everyone just...
Are you guys, like... Okay, so a lot of you are covered in, brain matter. Cool. Alright. Okay.
Gross.
You might want to get disinfected, because... I don't know what, like, extended exposure to seemingly inert Cyblite virus will do, but it's probably not a good idea. Also, you're tracking gore all over my lab.
Oh, sorry.
In my office.
I pull up a holo mop and a holo duster, and this is just like flavor for me casting Presto on everybody and
Okay.
wiping up the floor.
I love it.
Little Hoover vacuum. Just...
Yeah. It's like it's one of the hand vacuums, you know.
yeah.
There's like a little Roomba that's like trying to go around and just hits like a pile of gore and then just drags it all through the office. It's just like,
Mm.
oh,
No,
God,
like
not
that
again.
game where it just like gets the gore and just like
Yeah, it's that little Roomba that's like protecting the house.
Yeah,
That is adorable.
Oh.
it's super cute and also very violent.
Yeah, so I didn't expect all of you back. I expected like I don't know what I was expecting. Crypto just showed up out of nowhere and dropped me off a brain in a bucket and then vanished again. Oh, Sammi, you don't look so good. Are you okay?
Don't feel so good.
I know, Sammi. I can't touch you. You're turning to dust.
Fuck straight off.
As he's clearly like,
Everybody was making jokes about Sammi fucking dying today, and I'm mad at all of you now.
Wait, what's this appearing? What's this appearing in front of you? An F? Why did I press it?
So I got the brain under a microscope if any of y'all are interested. It's real gross. Some of the nanites are still moving around, but as far as I can tell, they're inerts.
Do I have Yox's phone
Oh,
number?
yes, please. That does sound fun.
Is that a thing that he gave us?
Yes, he did, actually.
I think he might have.
Well,
He
Yeah.
did give you his phone number. I do remember that.
Simon is looking around for the lab stool with the microscope on it.
Kevin, we need an adult.
Yeah.
I will-
What are you doing?
I will shoot him a message
Oh.
being like,
I wanted to see the brain.
sorry, you can do that. I'm just doing that in the background. Sorry.
Looking at it, like, you were a biology or chemistry major?
Well, it's I best guess biology with a focus on corruption.
Okay. So you are seeing some of the signs of like corruption. In like it looks like things are like you can see like the blood cells and everything, but they're glitching around each other, which is the signs of the corruption. However, it doesn't have the same like normal structure to it that a normal brain would have, which is probably, because aberration. Yeah, it looks weird and cool and different. Are you trying to learn anything specific about it?
For right now, I'm guessing I just want to be able to learn the data signature of what this kind of infection looks like for future reference if I'm trying to scan the target. And also, I guess to see, just to see, like, how it reproduces within the specimen.
Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting thing because there's like obviously several different. It's the fact that it's an intellect devour, so the brain isn't going to be exactly the same as like a normal humanoid brain would be. But you're also seeing like the signs of what the Cyblight infection looks like up close, the little nanites and everything. And you can actually see they actually look like very tiny, minuscule robots. You can see like the little tiny legs, I guess, but it's so microscopic. They're basically like cilia, I guess is what it would be called.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sammi, you call Yost, and it rings and rings and rings and then goes to a voicemail. And the voicemail just says the number. It's not like his actual voice. It's just, you've reached such and such a number. Leave a message.
I will text him and be like...
Oh, you were going to text him, not call him. Okay.
Yeah. I was just going to text him, is something wrong with Vina? What is going on?
You do not get any response.
Well, that's cool.
Scared the shit out of me.
She's just gonna start pacing, like back and forth, just flying, like zipping back and forth, like oh god. Why is all the people I care about getting hurt simultaneously? Why does this keep happening?
Barkley starts pacing with you, trying to match with you, and he's like, is there something wrong?
Yes! Mark, there is something wrong, and I'm worried, and I don't know what's going on, and my brain is hurting like crazy, and I might have a... I forgot how words work.
Wow.
So
We need to
what
go to
can we
Henshin.
do?
Maybe.
Yeah, you go to word school.
Well,
Grammar school. Haha.
didn't you guys recently go and find like where your friend Vina is?
Well,
Was?
I mean, she's technically on the moon, so I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are there any servers on the moon?
There has to be.
I mean,
Sure.
there's stuff up there. Like,
Yeah.
there's an archaeological dig. Not much else that I know of. I mean, I have a ship you guys could borrow if you don't have another way up there.
One heist.
Crypto, do you think we could use the grid to get there?
Nice! Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Do you think we could use the grid to get up there?
I could ask the Knights of the Grid and see if they know of any portals. They didn't seem like they wanted to tell me or knew, but let me text them real quick. Chat.
I will say that at this point when you check your messages, because it's been several hours or even days, I think, since you messaged them about that, most of what you got was a lot of the same. There's a archaeological site up there. There are a couple of areas where any kind of travel is restricted to. You couldn't really find any reasons why. It could have been it's effectively like a black site. It's either some corporation or some giga city or some powerful entity on Radix has said that's our spot and no one else can go there, and there isn't really much known about it. But definitely they had no indication that there was a Henshin base or anything like that on the moon.
I got nothing on my end. Wasn't there something at like Sammi's area? Wasn't that like the eye of who was that again? This lady, and I'm holding the necklace, the obsidian fang. This hers. This was.
Sammy's like, oh god, what was her name? Visky?
Lyra would know, probably.
I was literally just about to say, I'm like, Lyra would definitely know.
Yeah, this something about her eye, and there was when we were talking.
Oh, Visca, that was her name. She pats you on the back.
that weird old guy that we talked to at the Henshin place.
Yeah.
He said something about here or there.
Or everywhere? Or nowhere?
I don't
Well,
know
he's
what's
not
happening.
answering, so.
Oh, so much for him being reliable and saying that he could contact you at any time.
Ooh, that's wrong.
I mean, presumably if something hurt your friend Vina and he's connected to her, maybe they were both attacked. Or he's en route there as well. I don't know how reception works in the space between Radix and the moon. I haven't done it in a while. It's been a long time since I've taken that ship out of the garage, I'll be honest.
Or maybe his true colors are showing, and he was just using you to get to her. And now that he has her...
Think he's gonna kill her?
Oh, it's...
Maybe use her as a new body? He was pretty old. I've heard some evil spellcasters doing that or something.
Gross.
Ah.
I'm sorry, I have Venus memories, and I don't think that's it.
Okay. I don't know, I've read too many comics.
I guess going to the moon, I'm not even sure where to even start looking, but the moon is probably a good place.
Professor, you mentioned something about a spaceship?
Yeah, it's not the best. I haven't like I said, it's kind of old and retro looking. Called the Vagabond.
The Vagabond?
It's fast though. Yeah, Vagabond.
Vagabond, okay.
Vagabond,
I almost
like
heard something else. All right.
A wandering traveler. Yeah, all right. I used it in college. Okay, I named it in college. It was like I did like my skip year exploring space.
Okay, out of character. Space travel.
Right.
Space travel. How much is that?
What the fuck?
How commonplace is space travel?
It's relatively commonplace. It's just expensive as hell. You guys do know there are like colonies on different planets and everything that are relatively well known. It's just expensive as hell to get there typically.
It's the
so imagine,
wanting
like,
to start a new life, huge upcharge kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. And probably like the equivalent of like whatever an airplane ticket would cost times that by 10 or so, and that's about the cheapest space flight.
It's
Okay,
sort
that's
of like
not
going
too
to
bad.
Hawaii kind of situation.
It's possible. It's just pretty expensive and out of the price range for the majority of folks.
I bet Patrick
But it's
wants
definitely not
this.
unheard of for incredibly wealthy people to just have a spaceship.
Alright. So I guess we're going to the moon?
You said this is from your college years.
Yeah.
don't know. You seem like a professor that just like never left college. So like, what college years? Because I know a lot of academics. They'll just keep like they'll just keep getting degrees. Like they'll just stay in school.
I have, but like, I mean, the college life is only really exciting for the first couple of the first decade or so, and then it gets old. Like, I got too old for that shit. I can't keep up with that.
Yeah, I remember my 6 months when I got my degree in duckology.
I'm sorry, what?
You say duckology.
Dunkology.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad we all heard the same thing.
I also 100% love the idea of this fucking archmage making like a like Microsoft Word art diploma for dunkology for Bark.
I pull it out.
That's adorable.
I pull it out. It's like faded ink made on a cheap laser printer.
Oh.
Faded
like one
ink
of those
3 years later.
It's like one of those kindergarten graduation.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And instead of Barkley, it says like skeleton number 64 or something.
Oh.
Not 69. That's sad.
No. That was Danny.
Oh.
He also has a fro. It's not as good as mine, though.
I'm glad that his legacy will live on in this campaign.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could be one of the... Yeah, okay, yeah.
So meanwhile, the professor is going through all of the drawers in the lab, just sort of chucking things all over the place, like screwdriver, a box of pens, like an old-ass moldy bag of trail mix.
I've been looking for
What
those.
has that been in there? Ugh. And finally comes out with the little it's like the key for a spaceship, but it almost looks sort of like a car lighter, like the little thing that you put in the...
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, look, it's even got a little rabbit foot thing that I used to have on there. Yeah.
Zooms on the rabbit foot. BFG division starts playing.
Oh, no!
Daisy.
I will say, it should run great. I did refurbish it not that long ago. Old girl was fresh and beautiful off the factory line when I first bought her, but yeah, it's been a while, so she might need a couple firmware updates, just so you know.
I'm reminded of that one episode in RPM where they went on a road trip and their commanders are a fucking RV.
There's a brief flashback.
When it's updating the firmware, does it stop working? Because I don't want to be mid-flight and all of a sudden it has to reboot because of an update.
Well, that's why you want to update it before you leave.
True.
Flashback to Koyo being like, you all better not be leaving town because we need to do more on this investigation. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
No time for that.
Who needs to investigate?
Let's
to the moon.
Let's go. Whew. What is this feeling? Oh yeah, I forget. I actually get tired. Something I forgot that happens.
He's like, okay, so I have that. I also have let's see. It should still work, but I'm gonna get a fuel cell for it. Give me a second. And he runs off and grabs another thing. This one's like a tube of sort of like bright blue liquid. He says this is for the I don't remember what it was called. It's sort of like a healing tank on the ship. It can only hold so many people. Because, humanoid bodies aren't super great with using it too often. But it can give you a little bit of pick-me-up, because some of you are still covered in a lot of blood, and I don't know how much of it is yours
Presto.
versus other people's. Okay, some of it's still yours.
Lyra keeps bleeding. Presto.
Yeah.
Presto. Presto.
So
Fix her!
She's fine.
It has enough juice. It can let, 3 of you get a little bit of a breather. Effectively, it is the equivalent of catnap. It will let 3 of you get a short rest.
Oh, is this
but
the
you can only use
healing, the Dragon Ball healing tank like Crypto went in for his test or whatever?
So like it's a Bacta tank, but when I'll describe it when you actually get to the ship what it looks like. But it can only heal 3 people, and you can only use it once a month.
Alrighty.
You ready to go? Cause
I think so, but I think there's this. What would you guys call it? Sleep we need.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to take a? Do you want to? You guys did fight pretty hard. Might want to take a rest.
Yeah, I dare say. We do have some rocket off to the moon. I do owe the police a report. I was just gonna.
Sorry, Jesse. Like you're really hard to hear.
It like
Yeah,
faded in
kinda
and
like-
out. All I heard was
Yeah.
police report.
Oh, what I was saying is we have some more affairs to put in order before we can take off like that. I do still owe them a police report.
We also need to update the, I guess, the rocket ship.
yeah, but it won't take that long.
I mean,
Like,
get it done in case there's extra updates or whatever.
yeah.
Oh no, you don't understand. Simon is like he writes book reports for the police, right? Like pages upon pages of operation data, tactics, what exactly went down, where the brain popped the guy in the back, and the color and shade of the gray matter as it's splattered across the floor. He's very, very detail oriented, poor fella. All with a kind of a clinical fascination that is a little disturbing to the poor sergeant that ends up having to read this book.
So at this point, it's probably been about 20 minutes or so since Sammi, you felt that.
Mhm.
And you feel that migraine spike again. Roll me another con save, please.
Oh my god.
Go. We need to go.
I got a 15.
Okay.
And anyone
you
thought to like probe her with the satellite register?
you do actually, when you sense it coming on, you can sort of brace for it, and the sort of thing of like breathe through the pain.
Yeah.
And this time it's 25 points of psychic damage.
Cool. Guys, I don't know if I've much time.
We need to go. Like, what if something's wrong with Bina? Like, something's wrong with Sammi?
Sammi, at this point, you realize that the cold that you're feeling afterwards, that's probably the cryopod that Vina's in. And what you're feeling is what she's feeling.
Yeah, I think she might be really hurt. I don't. We might have to go, like, now.
He's like,
And if you guys need to do stuff, you can just.
I can
stay
cover
here.
for you guys.
Fine.
No,
Fine.
it's,
Fine. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Vina's our friend too. She's in. If you really think she's in trouble, we should go.
Considering that I keep getting blasted with coldness, I think so.
He's like, okay, so I'm gonna stay here and work on this and try and figure out how to stall when the investigators come back. So hopefully, good luck, stay alive, keep each other safe, and try to get back as soon as you can, because the police are probably going to be real pissed at me. And he will let you know where to go to find the garage, what he called it. You guys take the elevator up to the top of the building. You've not actually ever been to the roof. It leads you out onto the open roof, and just you see the city, the whole city for miles. You can see. For those of you that are maybe not so great with heights, it's a little nauseating. But you can see there's like a 40 feet or so before you get to the next. There's another door that goes into another section that seems to be, about the size of like a small hangar. And when you guys enter, you see a spaceship that looks incredibly retro. And let's see if my camera can actually do this without farting to death. Oh, wow.
I was imagining like the Futurama spaceship.
It looks so much more. I don't know if that helps because now you can just see space reflected in it from my desktop. I will share it in the Discord what it looks like.
One of the old Cathedral and Coke models.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is incredibly retro looking. And when you guys board, you hear, "Hello, Professor Shockner. Your last update was the first Hickman of Monkist, 21YE. Would you like to install updates now?" And we'll stop there for the evening. Actually, no, I'm gonna describe real quick what the like healing area was. The tank. As you guys enter like the main area, there's a section off to the side where there's this tall tube of that same blue liquid. And then there are 3 little uncomfortable looking stools there. And then attached to each of them is like a little cap thing that would go on like where the temples and the front of your forehead is. And there's like a little slot there that fits perfectly where that energy capsule would go. And we'll pick up there next time. You guys have now boarded the Vagabond and are set to head to the moon.
All right.
Yeah.
Who knows how to fly?
To the moon.
I
It
will
shouldn't be
say,
too hard,
Aya,
right?
If you want to go ahead and do your plugs first, since I think you got to bounce soon.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. You can find me on Twitter and everywhere else as Aya Golder, as is my name. I have commissions, and I always like to chat with people, so please hang out with me. And also, please check out what's it called? Connection to All, which is a Warlock patron based off of my character, written by Scotty, and somebody might be playing that Warlock in a game somewhere on this channel. So if you want to check out that in action, check it out on Wednesdays. Yeah, Lily is sending all of her love and positive energy to her forever raccoon friends.
Yay!
Yeah, so Callie, what do you have going on next?
Okay. You can find me at Capt Callie on Twitter. I do art. Yay! I have commissions open. So if you would like to commission me, please commission me. I am still guesting on Chaos Crew with Aya tomorrow. Yeah. So I don't know how long we'll be guesting on it, but it's
after
fun.
I think after the end of the wedding, we're gonna.
Okay.
So it depends on if we die in this house or not.
Yeah. So that's tomorrow at 3. And then I'm in a bunch of other stuff, but that's normally on my Twitter. So you can check that out.
By the way, if you want to check out, we're doing a bachelorette heist. So that's the thing that's happening.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
and I grabbed a very sentient shield, which just
2 shields. You got 2 shields.
two shields. One of them is sentient and might have conversations with my duck that is also sentient. Who knows? That's what's happening.
Reese, you got anything going on?
No, not at the moment. You can follow me at Repieces on Twitter. And I guess I will see you guys whenever.
Okay. Aya's gonna bounce, so the windows might get fucked, but we're still here. Bye, Aya. Jesse, what have you got going on?
Well, I'm probably not going to make it this Sunday for the Waterdeep
bummer.
game, so I'll let you plug that. Just letting you know ahead of time. But next Saturday will be Ghost of Saltmarsh. I don't know. I think we cleaned up the first couple of encounters so far, and I don't know if we're done or if we've got more fighting to do, but we kicked a whole lot of asses last week with the help of some very well-placed spells and some good tactics.
We did,
So,
but we
more
also
to
have
them.
a player that's like really, really low on hit points. Katie's not doing well.
That's okay. As soon as I can get over there, I can lay on some hands and throw some healing her way.
Yeah. Lluis, what about you? What you got going on?
Follow me on Twitter. I do a bunch of art. I do
You also
the
have a
retro.
cool Patreon.
Yeah, check out my Patreon also. I have like even more cool art. Warning, adult content there. Mostly, and maybe only. And yeah, I also play Wednesdays with Scotty and Callie. Yeah,
Mhm.
Cool.
and yeah, that's it.
So my thing is Trackless Sea tomorrow, but I'm gonna let Scotty tell us where we are in that because I don't remember. And then next Friday is Corruption Crew, where they're gonna continue talking to the benefactor that gave them the reward for the bounty on the anarchist. And then hopefully Onyx will be very freaked out by him some more because that was super fun. Follow me on Twitter. Hopefully in the near future, you'll see some stuff on DM's Guild from me. Yeah, Scotty, what about you? Oh, one cool kick. Thanks to Sirenscape again. Their stuff is in the overlay. They're cool as hell.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to
Scotty.
fix the windows at least a little bit, but
Oh,
well.
okay.
Hi everybody. If you like this show and or any of the other shows on this Twitch channel, all the VODs are available on YouTube under the same name, Scotty Hood. Brain farting. Right, the new show, Mists of Kren's Valley, the premiere episode will premiere on YouTube tomorrow, Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you weren't able to see it on Twitch, you can see it there. The group went through... For those of you that don't know what it is, it's a mix between the Humblewood campaign setting by Hit Point Press and Curse of Strahd. The group just went through the beginning module that they have at the back of this book called Death House, which they should really name something else. The second the players hear Death House, it's panic.
What?
But yeah, they got them through the entire thing in one go, so I'm very proud that they survived through it. And we'll continue with the rest of Adventure next Wednesday. And Track will see, right. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be continuing Adventures of Track will see. Dagger, Kat's character, is a bard, and performed really well for a bunch of noble genies. Did, I think, a 42 in your performance? There were a lot of buffs on you.
I got a 42.
You rolled bad, too. That's why you had so many buffs.
I got a 42 when I rolled back.
And they tried to escape, and the genie that was holding Dagger captive did not like that, so they might be fighting her tomorrow. The keyword is
In my
might.
defense, we did not try to escape. Dagger got forcibly kidnapped. She was going to try and do this with diplomacy, but now it's going to try and kill us. So yeah.
And hopefully the group will be able to get on some sort of rails as they try to find the wizard's long-lost brother.
It's fine. I just wanted to get some incense, and then I got kidnapped because I rolled too well.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you for that. I threw you off the rails. So, anyway,
yeah, I'm
that's
looking
my
forward
stuff.
to it. I miss Reckless Sea. Yeah. And if that's everything, we will see you guys 2 weeks from now when we pick up and journey to the moon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ciao.
See you in space, cowboys.